as Nina Simone.
Yeah!
So I didn't know a lot about Nina Simone when I started this project. I heard a couple of her songs, I loved her voice, but as I dug into the research, I really became just inspired by her ability to overcome obstacles and use her negativity that was around her, people pushing her down, telling her she wasn't beautiful, to use that in her music and create some of the most influential protest songs of the civil rights movement. So for my artistic piece, I have a painting, and it will come out in a minute. I tried to do something that I've never done before. I've never done a portrait this big with this much detail, but I wanted to do something courageous and fearless like Nina Simone did. She was so courageous. She went out and performed in front of 20,000 people in Birmingham, Alabama in 1963. She sang her song Mississippi Goddamn, which was a direct response to the 16th Street Baptist Church bombing, killing black children, and she used that anger in her work. And she was just a marker for everyone else in the civil rights movement. She was like the face of the civil rights movement and gave a voice to the black community when they felt like they didn't have one. So I hope you guys really enjoy our performance and end up loving Nina Simone as much as I do.
Yeah, I do.
Before we continue, I just want to thank Dana Wendell and Nick McGregor.
Yes!
Without them, they're incredible. So hi, my name is Nayzak, Wali-Ali, and my artist is Muhammad Ali. Yeah! I knocked you out with this performance. But when you first think of Muhammad Ali, you don't necessarily think of him as an artist, because he started off as a boxer, but even he said that boxing was just a means to introduce himself to the world. Muhammad Ali was not just a product of his time, which was mainly the 60s, was his peak, but he was a driving force of it. He was one of the most notable celebrities, a part of the civil rights movement. He refused to go to the Vietnam War. He was very close with Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, Nelson Mandela. He just inspired me since I was young because he was black, he was Muslim, and it was like someone that I could look up to and someone who was like me. And so when the way he spoke was so riveting and it captivated people. He didn't lecture people on what was wrong and what was right, but he entranced people, and the way he spoke was a big inspiration for rap, and a lot of rap artists credit him for helping begin the movement of rap. And of course we have Heron was another big one. But his words were like butterflies, they floated and they were sweet, and then like bees because they stung with his message. So in honor of Muhammad Ali, I wrote a rap, and I've never done that before, so I wrote a rap, but like Muhammad Ali, it's message-driven, and it's filled with my own insecurities and my own passions and issues that I think need attention. And Muhammad Ali just died a year ago, and it felt like a loss of a family member, so this is not just my American Artist project, but this is my tribute to him. And I hope you enjoyed seeing not just my American artist, but my inspiration.
Hi, I'm Boak. My American artist is Heron. He's amazing. He was a poet and a musician, and he's best known for his satirical commentary of both political and social issues during the 1970s, such as the Vietnam War, apartheid, civil rights, and stuff like that. And so he thought it was very important that his poetry and his words were conversational and, I guess, accessible to his audience, so that he could really connect, and so that's why he talked about such prevalent issues. And he really laid the foundations for hip-hop and specifically like the conscious rap movement, even though that's not necessarily like what he himself did as an artist. He's known to be like the godfather of rap, that's like what he's called. So unlike Nayzak, I'm not doing rap. Yeah, and I tried to incorporate some of my favorite like sections of his poetry into it. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Lindsay, and my American artist is Alonzo King. He is a choreographer in the San Francisco area who is still alive today. And Alonzo King has redefined ballet. He has put meaning back into an art form that previously had just pretty lines, pretty shapes, and pretty tutus and meaningless stories, but he's made it more raw and used unconventional movement to really peer into the human condition. He has also developed a studio and a company called Lines Ballet, and he's created an environment where there is no hierarchy, no color or body discrimination, and no competition, which is unlike any other studio in the world, since ballet and dance can be very critical and very discriminating. But through this, many are following his lead, and opportunities are opening up for dancers such as myself who don't have a stick figure ballet body to find a career in dance. And I've talked to Alonzo King, and I've worked under Line's company members, and through them I figured out that I love dance too much to not pursue a career in it, and because of Alonzo King, I thank him for that love and the opportunity to be able to do so. In this performance, I have choreographed a portion in order to take that step from being a dancer to a choreographer. I try to bring a deeper meaning to the movement rather than just pretty shapes, and I'm using unconventional methods, such as like Alonzo King does, such as music that doesn't have set 8 counts and speaking rather than singing. And I'm trying to push my ballet training because through it all, Alonzo King still considered all his work, strange as it is, ballet. And so, I'm so sorry, one more thing. In my rap, I have some explicit language. I use it not just to like shock you and be like, oh, I have an opportunity to say something, but because Muhammad Ali used these words to catch people's attention, and he spoke about the way things were. He spoke about the harsh reality and he didn't sugarcoat it. So I hope you don't get offended. I'm trying to be as courageous as I can up here telling you this, so I hope you can be courageous enough to listen. Thank you. We're using sound. Sorry.
How do you feel about civil rights?
Nina?
Baby?
I am for civil rights.
Ain't got no home, ain't got no shoes, ain't got no money, ain't got no class, ain't got no skirts, ain't got no sweaters, ain't got no perfume, ain't got no love, ain't got no faith. I ain't got no culture, ain't got no mother, ain't got no father, ain't got no brother, ain't got no children.
An artist's duty, as far as I'm concerned, is to reflect the times. I think that is true of painters, sculptors, poets, musicians. As far as I'm concerned, it's their choice. But I choose to reflect the times and the situations in which I find myself. That to me is my duty. And at this crucial time in our lives, when everything is so desperate, when every day is a matter of survival, I don't think you can help but be involved. So when I come, I feel a responsibility. They're so glad to see me because I represent something to them. And I can't give them enough, you know. They need me. They need me. And when I need it, I have to give. And the most important thing is, they are our future. It's an investment as far as I am concerned.
With an alligator. That's right. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. That's bad. Only last week I murdered a rock. injure a stone, hospitalize a brick. I'm so mean I make medicine sick.
And that's how you know that he's the greatest. Cause brothers being loud and proud is too much for you. Talking about them like they belong in a zoo. We are raised in a country saying you are free. You are living in America, so just be happy. But I can't be content with the way things are. Can't accept this hate inside the United States. Why can't black be beautiful or this chocolate be sweet? Ali taught me how to love cause he was more than just an athlete.
For the prestige, not for me, but to uplift my little brother.
Who are sleeping on the street in a time when we were dogs. We were sent to the dogs so they could eat us. You could beat us, then treat us like we were dangerous. And it's strange to us, cause all we want is for the system to be just. But Ali arose from the root of his ancestors. Strong like them, the first protesters. But even excellence doesn't always change the quota. You still beat them in the head, leaving them dead. But the man says it's our fault when you cut us up. You want Ali to kill the Vietnamese?
They never called me nigger. They never lynched me. They never put no dogs on me. They never robbed me of my nationality, raped and killed my mother.
They never oppressed and hurt my brothers. They never treated me like another. Ali's not going to Vietnam, but he's ready to fight. For his brothers and sisters so they can live a better life. I love this country so much, that's why it hurts so bad that you sent them to the back of the bus. Allow the KKK to kill us. Blacks dead or bust. The story's all too familiar coming around this time. History doesn't repeat, but it sure does rhyme. And now we found a new group to oppress. My family in scars with the Allah crest. Be overwhelming to create a solution, cause our leaders hold themselves like prostitution. And I try to look at the streets of blood with my head up, while people at the screen filling the cup up. And some telling me to shut up, cause I'm talking too loud and I'm looking too proud. Just fall into the crowd and back down, but I'm sick of it. And I'm sitting on the side feeling like a hypocrite. But when I least spoke, they tried to censor when they called them stuff, like beating them down while screaming nigger. I'm sorry I get angry when I talk about this. It's just hard to remain hopeful while looking at the abyss. But even in the face of defeat, even when you get beat, even when the elite try to deceive you, don't give up, Ali. What do you need?
The world to help us make peace.
And why can't that somebody be me? Why can't that somebody be we? Like Ali, I need to keep my head up and think about my God before I step up. Yes, I am a Muslim. My God may have a different name, but we are all players in the same game. I stand by you, and I hope that you stand by me. And together we can see a future of love and a colorful path. Your Jesus might be white, but know that hers is black. See, I don't know any answers. I'm so searching and working, and I'm praying and saying,
I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
soon we will reach the mountaintop and truly be free.
Because like being influenced by the kind of poetry that we were all introduced to, people feel as though like the way to be poetic is to make sure that there's certain ideas that were familiar to people in the community, but to use the language that everybody could understand.
We use it to communicate ideas that we think are things people need to know. The first change that takes place is in your mind. You have to change your mind before you change the way you live and the way you move.
America is your mother, but she is not warm, she is not tender. Her arms are open as the Golden Valley, but they are cold to the touch and rigid as the redwood forest. She welcomes your brothers and sisters with praise and compassion, but you are left alone. Her arms are not open to you. And yet you sing freedom. America, your mother country, has heard your cries, seen your bloodied knees and tired eyes. She tells you to stand back up, and you still sing freedom. Free doom. For have we learned nothing from our uncles, our forefathers, our cousins? Their eyes tired, knees bloodied, and cries ignored? Did you hear what they've said? They have said that history repeats.
History repeat, history repeat. History doesn't repeat, but it sure does rhyme.
And you still sing freedom. But where is your voice? You may sing freedom, but that freedom might be too soft to hear when your brothers and sisters have been without clean water for nearly 3 years, when your nieces and nephews are lying cold on the streets. You'll come out screaming, no justice, no peace, because there ain't no enough, there ain't no surrender. Your voice may be low, but it is loud enough to protect all that may enter, and the revolution revolution will be televised as you're watching with eager eyes and listening with hungry ears. America may be your mother, but she is not always right. Are you ready to fight?
You have to be a leader. So you mix in. What are we looking at? What do you think we're looking at? We're looking for the best qualities in humanity. Where your mind is how you build your life. If you put it in fear, if you put it in failure, it works. You know, doubt works. But to a human being who's in a brutal world, who's looking to get beauty, I feel better. I want to be as beautiful, I want to be as honest, I want to be as fearless, I want to be as kind. Do you understand me? That's what we're looking for.
Why am I so insistent upon giving out to them that blackness, that black power, that black pushing them to identify with
Black Americans have been the only real die-hard Americans here, because we're the only ones who carried the process through the process. That everyone else has to sort of like skip stages. We're the ones who marched, we're the ones who carried the Bible, we're the ones who carried the flag, we're the ones who tried to go through the courts. Being born American didn't seem to matter, because we were born Americans, but we still had to fight for what we were looking for.
So I'd like to do all I can to uplift the people morally and spiritually, and as far as loving self and sticking together and helping self. I'd like to
create a place that's welcoming, that has no hierarchy, no snobbery, that the doors are open and the people at the desk are friendly and say, come in.